You know, my wife, I tell you, she buys the best gifts. She really does. It was our anniversary a couple days ago, and I got this. What do you see what this is? This is something I've always wanted, and she pays very close attention to what I say. So the other day we were watching Evan with Country View Acres, Evan and Rebecca. It's absolutely one of our favorite channels. If you have not seen it, check it out, Country View Acres. And Evan was using a plasma cutter. And I just happened to mention to Tess, gee, I'd love a plasma cutter someday. And just in passing, but she pays attention to everything. She really does. And that's what this is. This is made by Bestark. The question I have, though, is this. So I just have this little pancake compressor. And so I'm wondering if this little pancake compressor is going to be enough to run this unit. Put down in the comments what you guys think. Yeah, I've thought about upgrading the compressor and gotten close to purchasing another one. And then honestly, when I think about, because of all the DeWalt Milwaukee battery powered tools that I have, I don't use it a lot. I basically use it to fill tires, and I use it when I need an impact. So I hope to get probably a Milwaukee impact, which further takes away time that I'll be using the compressor. But now having this may necessitate me upgrading that compressor. Put down in the comments what you guys think, if it's going to work or not. So I will be doing a full video on this, demonstrating it. I've never owned one. And, you know, at that time, obviously, we'll find out if it's going to work with this compressor. But I'll do some research prior to then. And if I have to upgrade it, I will. But, yeah, my wife, I'll tell you, she's something else, pays attention to everything. And she knows that I like toys. And this is awesome. I can't wait to use this. You know, I've watched all too many videos of tractor fires, and I've been meaning to do this for a while. So I've got this fire extinguisher. I'm going to get it mounted up in the tractor just in case. I don't know about you guys, but I love tools. Probably have more than I need, but you know, anytime you, and this is not an intricate job certainly, but anytime you're doing anything, to have the right tool for the job is, you know, it's just critical, in my opinion. It really is. What you are seeing now is me having screwed up and mounted it upside down. A lot of you guys have said that's something you like about our channel, is that I show you all the screw ups. Well, they're plentiful. Let me tell you guys something. We all think that we are equipped, prepared for, and skilled enough to get through a dire situation. Ever thought about, like, if somebody were to attack you or your family, you know, I would do this and I'd give him this karate chop and uppercut and this. Many years ago, my then wife at the time, had left for work. All the kids were gone. I then got out of bed, ready to get in the shower. Well, apparently she had forgotten something. So she came back. I came walking around the corner, basically ran right into her. Let me tell you, I screamed like a little girl. There was no karate chops. There was no uppercuts. Yeah. What's the old saying? Best laid plans of men and mice. Yeah, that's where reality meets the road. All right, so that's done. Just feel better about that. And again, looking at it from here, that's not going to impede my getting in and out of the tractor. If it does, we'll see. If you know, ideally, Ideally, I suppose it would have been better on the other side because I never enter the tractor from that side. But this worked out okay. Let's see what's going on in the garden. Well, fancy meeting you here.
Okay, now you can turn on the garden. I'm here.
The garden water?
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to the test garden.
What are you picking?
I am going to be picking some cucumbers.
Ah,
But
those cucumbers over there.
there's-
Oh, yeah. Let me come around.
See that?
Let's see. Oh, yeah. We got some peppers coming.
Right there.
And right there, too.
Right there.
And there. And there.
And here.
Oh, it's some pretty good sized ones right there. Yeah, every plant is fruiting. Mm-hmm. We've gotten a bunch of cucumbers already this year, and they sure are delicious. How many you think you have ready now?
I think I have 9. I counted earlier.
Oh, and they're decent size too. Oh, and show the viewers what you just planted today. That's a good size.
I actually have some greens. These are collard greens.
Collard greens, here,
Yeah.
back there, a couple there.
We like collard greens.
Yeah, we love collard greens, we really do. All right, honey, have fun.
Where else can you find this?
What you got?
I got 7. I actually left 2 of them.
Get
there.
a little bigger.
Yeah.
Nice. Wow. So Tess has tried in the past to make pickles. Didn't turn out great.
No.
But I've been kind of after her to try again. Cause just get the right recipe. If you guys,
some reading.
yeah, if you guys have done that and have a good recipe that you could forward to us, we sure would appreciate it. Our email address is tractorsandlife@gmail.com. We sure would appreciate it. Hey, you know, the older we get, the more loss we experience. It's just normal. Well, this week I lost a very good friend, Nick. Nick was actually my oldest daughter, Kimberly's father-in-law. So my son-in-law's father. Nick was married to Amanda, 2 of the sweetest, most wonderful people. But you know, when I think of Nick, first thought that comes in mind is laughter. My gosh, we laughed so much whenever we were together. I remember one time in particular, you know, I am like a little girl when it comes to snakes. I don't like snakes. I'm afraid of them. I said it. Well, Nick and Amanda, this is when we lived in Florida, as did they. They had purchased a cabin up in the Blue Ridge Mountains in northern Georgia. It's, you know, a vacation home, frankly, also a place to run to with some of the intense hurricanes that we had. And so they were up there. But when they got back, my grandson Owen said to me, Grandpa, you should see the snake we saw up there. And Nick says, oh, yeah, he was at least 6 foot long, and he was. I don't know if it was poisonous or not. Nick didn't know either. But the reason they found out about it, it was coiled up right near my grandson. So Nick went on to tell me how he grabbed my grandson, put him behind a tree, and fought this snake, killed it. And I'm thinking, I'm like, you're like Batman. I mean, that's unbelievable. Fearless, protecting your grandson. So he told this story. Amanda sat there and listened patiently to the story. And when he got done, she said, would you like to now know the real story? And she pulled out her cell phone, and it was a video of Nick pulling my grandson aside. But what Nick failed to mention is he was also behind the tree hiding with my grandson. And in the video comes Amanda's sister, who came out with the shovel and killed the snake. So, yeah, Nick loved to embellish. If he could get you going on a story, he'd take it all the way. And I tell you, we laughed for hours after that. It was really funny. But, yeah, I'm going to miss him. He's a good guy. He really was. Hey, Tess shot this video the other day. And it got me thinking, you know, I've heard of rabbit years, non-rabbit years, and it seems to me that we are in a rabbit year. And I didn't know if it was an old wives' tale or heavy, so I did some research on it. And we've got a lot of cottontail rabbits around here, and it just seems like they're everywhere. And what I found out is, yeah, there truly are cycles for rabbits. About 8 to 10 years seems to be when the length of the cycle goes, and then the various determining factors, you know, predation. Let's say, is that a strong fox year as an example? That's going to reduce the amount of rabbits. Have not seen a lot of fox this year. I actually just saw one last night, but as far as numbers go, haven't seen them. I'm in the abundance of food. Had a very wet spring, but that's also tied to the type of winter that we have. Now, it was definitely not a mild winter. You would think that would reduce the population. So I'm not sure if we totally understand these cycles or not, but I find it interesting. I really do. We've got rabbits everywhere. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hey, and once again, you guys are awesome. I want to thank you so much for all the well wishes and everything since I got out of the hospital and as my healing process continues. You guys are just unbelievable. I'll tell you what else is unbelievable, that you joined me today. And thank you so much for doing that, and we'll see you next time on Tractors in Life.